Hello and welcome to another ARTY Chats. This time Gracie and I will be looking at this picture, Juniper from 2004. Now this is a very sinister, eerie picture with a chimpanzee holding four tightly wrapped babies, each one of them with a playing card labelled on there, pinned to their swaddling clothes as if they're labelled, and he looks like he's holding them as if he's going to take them away. He has the pack of cards there in his pocket, and he has obviously labelled them for some nefarious purpose. Well, what this is based on is the fact that I found out that Juniper, the juniper berries, used to be called the bastard killer. It's an old, like, folkloric name, and because the berries were used to be eaten to procure abortions. So it's a very dark subject, and I think I've been very much influenced by the film City of Lost Children, which is very steampunk. The colours are very dark and rich. It's like a sort of brooding, mysterious fairy tale, and I do like that in folklore. I like it when it's the original folklore, which is usually quite dark and unforgiving. So I thought I'd paint an eerie picture about it, and I was very richly rewarded by this decision, because in 2005 this picture was chosen by the Association of Illustrators for their London exhibition in the Mall Galleries in London, and I just thought it was a great honour until I realised you have to pay over £300 for the privilege. And that's when it dawned on me that the world of the Association of Illustrators, the London art world, is extremely pretentious, and it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I went to the opening night with my brother, and I felt very proud, but I also realised, as I said, the work is very pretentious and I was never going to break into that. So it was a learning curve in which I learned to do it myself and to find something in my art career that mattered. And of course that was the cause of animal rights. So I am very glad that I went through this process and I had that sort of epiphany. Also, at that opening there is another story involved in that I went along and found my picture was on the same wall as my tutor from Leicester Polytechnic and one of my shall we say rivals, someone who did very different work to me from my course at Leicester Polytechnic. And I thought, well, what a great leveller that was, because in '92 I had struggles at Leicester Polytechnic, very hard struggles with getting through that course. My tutor used a rather bullying technique of teaching, and I realised in later years that I did learn a lot there, because I have taught school children and I've also advised students, art students, and what I do is I don't use that method that he used. Instead I am encouraging and empathetic, and well, so I did actually learn a lot from that negative experience. So I really enjoyed this picture, even though it is quite twisted, because it initiated the most lovely response while I was at that exhibition. I hung around listening to what people were saying, because it was private view, so it was very, very full of people drinking wine and eating crisps. You would have thought they could have afforded better snacks than that, but hey ho. And I heard somebody say, "Ooh, that is very disturbing." And I thought, my work here is done. So this is Juniper from 2004. I hope you like it, or at the very least feel slightly disturbed. Thank you for listening.